If money was no object, what would be your dream retirement home?
When I walked in, I said, oh my goodness, it's like the Bellagio in Vegas.
Whether it be palatial glamour,
How beautiful!
Welcome to my world.
a real stately home experience,
Everybody goes around looking at these wonderful houses, but you never imagine living in one.
I'm feeling good.
or a mountain wellness resort.
I don't know what I expected at 84, but I'm sure glad I'm here skiing.
Every whim is catered for.
Wowee!
Look at that.
Wow.
3 fine dining meals a day with drinks on tap,
My gorgeous lady.
Hello, you look so handsome today.
and entertainment every night.
You make me feel so young.
But it doesn't come cheap.
You have to pay some premium to live in this kind of luxury.
If you want numbers, it's $100,000 a year.
We meet the rich retirees living to the max
We're here until we go to the cemetery.
in the most affluent of senior living communities.
It's like falling in love. You don't want anything else.
But is spending big the secret to living longer?
This chamber gives you pure oxygen. It heals you.
And happier?
I love it. Fabulous.
Miami, Florida, well known as a playground for the rich and the retired. The pinnacle of senior residences here is the Palace. The owner is 77-year-old Helen Shaham.
People come here and they say, wow. My dream was to have a marvelous hotel. A hotel for the elderly. If people say to me, wow, I know I did it.
Wow.
The palace is the most luxurious, the most elegant, the prettiest. You get what you pay for.
It's expensive by most people's standard, but it's probably one of the top luxurious senior citizen places in the world.
Helen moved to the US from Israel in the 70s, and with her husband, built a retirement home empire from scratch.
Hello. Hi.
Inspiration for the palace came during a stay in one of France's finest hotels.
We were in Paris. I saw the place and I said, wow, I love this. I want my place to look just like this.
Helen returned to Paris with a team of 5 interior designers.
The people that were with me measured everything and took pictures.
The Parisian luxury has been perfectly replicated, even in the marble floors.
We decided we were dealing with every little flower on the floor. I just love beautiful things. What can I do?
Palace apartments range from $84,000 to over $200,000 per year for this 2-bedroom penthouse.
It is amazing, simply amazing. And look at this table. Look. Isn't that something?
Originals of this table are worth $8,000. The palace itself cost $100 million to construct.
Our rent is $17,000 a month. But you have to pay some premium to live in this kind of luxury.
Everything is chandeliers. I cannot even imagine putting a regular light. We have every single day, 365 days a year, a happy hour. They get wine, they get aperitifs. We have live entertainment, and people dance, and it's beautiful.
The drinks are all inclusive, even with dinner, which tonight is lobster tail with butter de Paris.
When I eat, I want to have wine. Therefore, everybody gets it.
Mom, you ready to go shopping?
I am. I'm so excited.
The palace concierge can arrange almost anything, even a Rolls-Royce for a shopping trip. Jackie has lived at the palace for 9 years. She's after new party wear with her daughter Laurie.
Who parties more, you or your mum?
Well, I don't know. You have your little champagne at 4:30, and then you drink it with dinner.
Yes. I don't feel my age. Definitely not. No, I'm not going to tell you how old I am.
Ageless Jackie is attending a birthday party at the palace for a Peruvian tycoon.
Whenever there's something special going on, I like to dress up.
That would be for your party.
And what is the price?
The price is $6.99.
Okay. It's a bargain. I'll take it. I don't know if old age holds me back. I do as much as I can. Well, welcome to my home.
Jackie is one of 250 residents.
I have enough money to live here. I can afford it. And why shouldn't I have the best?
She ran a successful handbag business in New York.
I've got my little lucky gambling doll over there. I love to gamble.
Jackie retired and moved to the palace with her third husband, Lee, who she met in her 80s.
We really, really fell in love. If you think you can't fall in love at this stage in life, you're wrong. This is a picture on the wall up here of my beautiful husband when he was a little younger. He was wonderful. We lived here 8 years together. Unfortunately, he passed away last year. I look at it every night before I go to sleep and talk to him. And it's the first thing I look at in the morning when I wake up. My sweetheart. The love of my life. I would not want to live all by myself. We chose to live here because if either one of us died, the other would have friends here. And I think you live longer when you live in a place like this with friends and you're happy here. And I am happy.
Across the pond in rural Sussex, on the edge of the rolling South Downs, lies a very exclusive retirement community with just 20 apartments. Danny House is a Grade 1 listed Elizabethan mansion, bought by entrepreneur Richard Burrows 20 years ago.
It was set up as a retirement home back in 1956, so arguably Danny is the first retirement home in the world.
The mansion is 450 years old and offers a real-life Downton Abbey experience.
And exhale, this time bring the hand across to stretch.
When I first saw the house, I just couldn't believe it. Everybody goes around looking at these wonderful houses and the grounds, but you never imagine living in one.
A lot of people don't want to go into one of these rather sterile new developments. They want to have a rather more special retirement, living in a stately home, rather like people, went to Edwardian country house parties.
I think it's wonderful. What more can you want?
I love the great big rooms. I love all the portraits. It was everything I ever dreamt of.
Because there's not many residents here, there are only 25 or so. The idea is it feels like a family.
It is lovely, isn't it? Yeah, beautiful welcome. Yeah.
I didn't need to look at anything else because I knew I wouldn't find anything better. It's like falling in love in a way. If you fall in love with somebody, you don't want anybody else.
Retired interior designer Susan moved into Danny House 5 years ago.
I actually was lucky enough to come from this sort of background, and I just love it.
She lives in a 2-bed cottage attached to the main house.
I moved from Provence, south of France, where I had lived for 32 years.
What took you to Provence?
Men were a special man. I wondered if today we could do all the lampshades.
Susan's special man, David, passed away 13 years ago, so she sold up and returned to the UK.
And then perhaps do a few cobwebs, some of the cobwebs. Look up in this corner here. Do you see what I mean?
Oh dear, yes.
Yeah.
One of the benefits Susan enjoys is inclusive weekly cleaning.
That's it.
No, that's it.
He's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone now. Yeah.
Let's get beyond them curtains.
Tara has worked at Danny House for 18 years.
I must enjoy it for being here for all this time. I don't think it's the work, I think it's the people. What a beautiful day, isn't it, for John to turn up?
I know.
Today, Susan's expecting John, a special visitor.
Well, he's my boyfriend. I'm allowed a boyfriend. And he'll bring Julie, the dog. It'll be really lovely to see him.
You did tell me a while ago you met him online, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Susan's kept her dating profile.
Right. Well, I decided to advertise in the Telegraph because I thought, you know, that sort of maybe people like me would be in there more than other places. All right, hold on, where is it? I love life and I like to be busy. I enjoy gardening, reading, walking. I have a bit of a cheeky sense of fun. And above all, I love and greatly enjoy cuddles. Oh, and one thing I can't stand is sloppy living. So fairly tidy, please.
And did you get a lot of responses?
I don't think a lot, no, but, you know, I didn't want a lot, I just needed one.
Coming up, it's Glad Rags On in Miami.
There's nothing like a palace party.
Susan's internet lover stays over.
Yes, good stuff.
And Colorado's most luxurious and very modern retirement home.
Did you see one of our robots?
Hello, love. Hi.
83-year-old retired chemical executive John is the lucky man who clicked with Susan.
Hope you're pleased to see me.
I'm pleased to see you, and so is the dog.
He lives alone in a large house in nearby Surrey. John's daughter encouraged him to look for love again after his wife passed away 5 years ago.
Here's the beast.
The couple now spend every other week together.
Hello, Julie.
Oh!
Come on, in the house, come on.
Girl. Come.
Even though 3 meals a day are catered in the Elizabethan dining room, Susan's prepared lunch.
I think I'm going to put the smoked salmon on next. Instant pizza.
For some months, Susan's been encouraging John to get his own retirement apartment at Danny House.
Susan and I have been dating for almost exactly 3 years, which is nice.
There you are.
Yeah.
All right?
That's good,
No,
yes.
you have to say what you think of it.
Magical.
Okay.
Hmm.
I forgot to tell you that I've arranged for Richard to give you a little tour of the apartments because you never know, you might decide this was a good place to be.
This is a possibility. As you know, my place is too big. So, yeah, happy for Richard to show me around.
All right. Don't forget.
At At the Palace in Miami, the most expensive retirement accommodation are the 21 penthouses.
Let's see if this jacket works.
And 85-year-old Larry moved into one 6 months ago. He's also heading to the birthday party of the Peruvian tycoon.
You think it works?
Yeah, you look great.
I don't think this is bad.
Larry's camera-shy wife, Marcia, styled their apartment.
My wife picked up the 1909 original Louis Vuitton trunk.
Larry made his money working as a partner in a Miami law firm.
We chose the Palace for a few reasons. My wife broke her pelvis in 4 places. She's on a walker. I had a massive heart attack. The prognosis was I'd be dead at 50. We're blessed to have the wherewithal to be here, and I'm blessed to be alive. We're here until we go to the cemetery. I shouldn't say that, right? This is a luxurious setting if you have the opportunity to live in a place like this. This just seemed right for us.
So you all set for the birthday party?
Yeah, I'm dressed. This looks okay.
Tonight's birthday party is one of over 70 organized each year.
The hostess, how beautiful.
Victoria, the Peruvian business tycoon, is 80 today.
You're adorable. Thank you. My gorgeous lady.
Hello, you look so handsome tonight.
I dressed. No,
Yes.
Parties at the Palace are fabulous.
They are. They are. We have to admit that.
Yeah, beautiful.
There's nothing like a palace party. Fantastic parties. At this stage in life, every year is a blessing. So whatever excuse we have for a party, let's do it.
Palace parties might be lavish, but they don't last long.
Of course, being older people, they leave early, you know. 8:20.
Good night.
Good night.
From sunny Florida to snow-capped Colorado, a brand new luxury community caters for those seeking an active retirement. The Ridge is designed like a slick modern hotel and cost a cool $200 million.
This is a custom art piece that we had made. These were very expensive to put in. They were about $125,000.
The CEO, Mandy Hampton,
Hi, how are you?
oversaw every detail of the build.
We definitely pushed the envelope in the design of this building. We want it to be beautiful. We want it to be luxurious.
When I walked in, I said, oh my goodness, it's like the Bellagio in Vegas.
This is an agate top that we had custom milled. This was one of those things that the designers fought very hard for because of the expense of it.
How expensive was it?
$100,000.
I've been to homes of millionaires, and this is second to none of those. It's very luxurious, everything about it.
On the wall, these are topographical maps of the mountains here. So Colorado is known for lots of hiking and outdoor, and so we want to bring a little bit of that in.
The whole place is designed to keep residents fit and active for longer.
The reason we picked this luxury retirement community is because it gives us all the things that we need.
What is that going to do? This is an exfoliator.
The on-site wellness center takes up 15,000 square feet. The gym is especially kitted out for seniors, and the saltwater pool has a resistance river.
Initially, we felt we were on a holiday because there was so much activity.
The exercise.
The movie theaters, live music, the health club.
Pull that bar out to the side. There you go. And
If you move, you don't lose it. You have to move. And it just keeps you going.
Rita's been going strong for 97 years.
Oh gosh, that was a long time ago. Had a lot of fun in those days. I got into show business when I was about 16 years old, stayed in it till I was 23. I was a hoofer, which is a tap dancer. Those were the days. And these are my tennis buddies when I did the Senior Olympics. And I miss all these ladies. Some of them are gone now.
After a second career as a teacher and raising a family, Rita took up tennis in her 50s.
These medals are from international tournaments that I've won, but I've hung up my rackets this year to play pickleball. I try to get everybody out to play.
Me?
It's a great sport.
2-0 start.
It's a very social game.
3-0 start. Are they making me look good or what?
You don't need any kind of cocaine or heroin to feel good. This makes me feel. You make me feel so young. You make... No, I'm not going to sing. Okay. Is that a cut?
Nice
Good
day,
morning.
isn't it?
Good afternoon.
Mike and Donna have been married 60 years. They moved in 6 months ago.
The rent here, if you want numbers, is $100,000 a year.
They run a very successful financial advisory business together.
We're able to be in maybe the upper 10% of net worth of people, so we can afford to stay at a place like the Ridge. We decided to move because we had health issues. Donna had to have a heart valve replacement. Each of us had a stroke. So the older we get, the more important we think physical fitness is.
Every day, we go down and do the swim exercise.
We're going backwards, so that helps our thighs and works out some of our lower back.
Kind of tight. So after I'm done with this, it really feels good.
But even after his stroke, in this glorious snow-peaked retirement location, 84-year-old Mike continues his favorite sport.
You're going to ski on Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to go up skiing. We're going to take the train, Elizabeth. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Have fun.
Okay, we will, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
I love the outdoors, the cool air,
Yes.
the beautiful
The
mountains,
feeling of the skis going down.
speed,
Yeah.
and yes,
Yeah, that's
and
just that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it feels, it's awesome.
Yep, yep.
What a feeling.
Yeah.
Coming up, Mike braves a blizzard. Larry's legal days aren't over.
I try to make peace, not war.
And at Danny House, will Susan's relationship blossom?
So John's been here having a good time?
Yes, he has.
In England, below the rolling Sussex hills, residents at Danny House play an active part in stately home life.
Is you're making the body come out of the picture.
When 81-year-old Derek moved in, he spotted a job for himself.
I was quite a successful graphic designer, but one of my favourite things to do is to teach people how to do art. There's all sorts of things going on in Danny, but there was no painting.
Derek said he'd love to set up an art group, and I want people to feel they're contributing, because if they're contributing, they'll feel they're happy and they're part of the community.
It's a well-being exercise, and I see them enjoying themselves, and this is community art.
That's part of the joy of living here. It's, we all support each other in different ways, and it's an extended family.
Everybody does support everybody else. I've taken on the role of flower arranger. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I just love doing it.
Joan is 90 and she was living in Spain. Unfortunately, her husband died. She decided to move back to England. She's a very artistic lady and she's a pleasure to have living here, and she does enjoy flower arranging.
That's what I'm missing on this bunch of flowers, actually, a bit of greenery.
But there's another, more unusual role that Joan and Derek have adopted.
That's it. Now we have to mix it up quite well. You have to warm the water up a bit.
They're caring for one of the estate's youngest residents.
Thank you. He's calling us. Look at him. Oh, you hungry, baby boy?
The lambing is one of the wonderful aspects of the house. Sadly, some lambs need to be bottle fed.
You're a good lad, aren't you, Pico?
Look at that tail.
Ever since he's been here, I've grown to love him. But he's going off now to live with his sheep family. I'd be really sad to see him go, actually. I've enjoyed feeding him. The old matey.
All right, Joan, I'm afraid it's time he went to join his brothers and sisters in the field. The plan is to carry him on my shoulders. This might not be easy. Come on. Come on. There we are. This is how they did it in biblical days, isn't it? He's going to have a lovely summer, grazing on the fields around Danny House. And then come autumn time, things change a bit, and we start thinking about Sunday lunch.
That's pretty.
Bye, baby.
Well done, Richard.
Bye.
Bye-bye. OK, we'll let him go. Bye-bye.
I'm a bit sad.
Why?
I've lost my little animal. Do you think he'll be OK?
He'll be fine out there. He'll make friends with his sheep again.
Yes.
But he'll be fine.
With livestock management over, it's back to regular business for Richard.
Well, John, let me introduce you to apartment 9.
Excellent, 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is, in my view, our finest.
The best.
At Susan's request, Richard is showing John a 2-bed retirement apartment.
Well, let me show you around.
Wow, yeah.
Available at £54,000 a year. A move here would enable him to be close to his sweetheart.
It's lovely.
In the woods beyond, that's where we keep the pigs, which provide us with our sausages.
Oh, just lovely. I'm looking at this because I'm now getting old. Don't like to admit it, but it happens to all of us eventually.
All right, John, let me take you into the principal bedroom.
OK. Wow.
Yeah, it is wow, isn't
Yeah.
it? This is
Beautiful
part of the original Elizabethan gallery where the ladies would walk and swoon and watch their partners and what have you hunting deer in Danny Park.
Danny House is overloaded with ambience. It's just got a nice feel about it.
Should we go into the living room?
Yeah. Like the candelabra.
It's rather special, isn't it?
It is rather nice. There we go.
So how are you feeling about the potential of moving to Danny?
Well, positively, Richard. Remember, Susan is quite focused on me moving a little closer.
I can understand that.
John has been contemplating moving here for some time, but it's always hard for people to give up home they lived in for a long time, and if he comes here, it does rather mean a bit of a commitment to Susan, doesn't it?
So we're hoping you're going to make your mind up fairly shortly, John. We'd be delighted if you do join us, but I appreciate these decisions take time. But we're ready
these
when
things
you're
have
ready.
to be discussed with, as they say, her upstairs.
Of course.
Morning. How are you getting on?
Well, I've started anyway.
Oh, good. Ah, nice in here.
So John's been here having a good time?
Yes, he has. He's looked at number 9.
Do you think he'll ever
Oh, well, I
decide?
don't know. I keep trying to sort of point out that it will be an awful lot less work for him if he moves from that enormous house. As far as Danny goes, I think people should come here much younger and just realise what a lovely life they can lead. I think those are going to grow.
Are you there? Are you there?
I think so.
Good. You shut the door, Susan, please.
Over in Miami, life at the palace isn't only about partying.
All this side is game rooms. If you see the ladies, they play, and there is another room. They play ping pong.
Owner Helen wants the residents to keep fit.
Come on, stop pushing.
But only the best will do. 97-year-old Hal gets table tennis coaching from a former Olympian.
Close your racket, close.
As soon as I finish these lessons, I'm going to go to China and play with some competitive players.
Residents are offered 19 different health and fitness classes a week.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
And there's a special piece of kit that Helen believes will keep them fit effortlessly.
This hyperbaric chamber, it gives you pure oxygen into your body.
Costing over £120,000 to buy, the pressurized tank helps more oxygen to reach the user's tissues.
It heals you. It heals wounds. It gives you energy. It's unbelievable for you.
Every day, 85-year-old legal Larry hits the gym. But he's been overdoing it.
All right.
So he's called on physical therapist Yasmin.
Show me, what were you doing again? Oh.
I did way too many, and I hadn't done them in years.
Right. How many did you do?
More than 100 the first shot.
Larry, no.
Physical therapy and exercising is one of the things that keep me alive. Without this place, I'd probably be in bed a month.
No, I see you limping today. You overdid it.
Old age, high maintenance. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's just gonna be a little sore for a few days. Good. Here we go, Larry. One more push and rest.
Feeling better than he did 45 minutes ago, Larry just can't resist another gym session, but this time under the watchful eye of Carlos, the palace personal trainer.
1, 2, control it. 3, 4. How was that, Larry?
Great. We'll go up another one.
Of course.
I always have to go up. The care I'm getting here keeps my mind working well, and I'm feeling every day that I'm capable of having a decent life. But they make it that way. I couldn't do it if I were living in an apartment myself. No way.
So Larry always still tries to maintain a six-pack. Are you going to do 100 of these? You probably forgot to count. All right, Larry, let's take a break. You've been doing 3 minutes straight of sit-ups.
I'm not paranoid about my mortality, but if I make it a couple more years, it would be wonderful.
To live in this retirement home, you don't actually have to be retired. Larry's still a practicing lawyer.
I always have a lot to do. I'm always busy. There's an old expression in the legal profession. The law is a jealous mistress. I still can produce, so, and it keeps my mind going well, too. The day I lose it is the day I walk out.
He's been a lawyer for 61 years.
This is the main conference room and the view of Miami. Here, it's beautiful. Look at this.
Larry.
Hey, I got it settled for a little less than 20.
Oh, beautiful.
What a fight. Oh. I love negotiating. I try to make peace, not war.
Thank you very much, Larry.
You're welcome.
Hey, Larry. My client we met with last Friday. I think we need to talk about a creative way to handle her.
Right.
Larry's one of a kind. He's just completely unique. I feel like he should be working as long as Larry enjoys what he does. He's certainly contributing here, so why not?
In the Colorado mountains, the richest, fittest octogenarian, Mike, is hitting the slopes, with his son-in-law, also called Mike.
I met you 20 years ago, and I didn't think 20 years from then, when I was 84, I'd still be skiing with you. But
I would have guessed you would be.
All the work I've done in the pool is the reason I'm out here skiing today. I get to ski with family. It's the best thing in the world. Today, because it's overcast, it's hard to see. So I go a little slower today.
You're going fast.
I don't think he really thinks about his age. He just goes out and skis. If you stop moving, that's when you stop moving for good.
I'm feeling good. It is so invigorating to be in the outdoors, the fresh air, and the speed of skiing down the mountains and the beauty. Skiing is the best sport in the world.
All right, Mike.
Thanks for skiing. You had a great day. You know, I don't know what I expected at 84, but I'm sure glad I'm here skiing.
Coming up, Susan's on tenterhooks.
When do you think you'll make a decision?
And could Cupid strike again for Jackie?
It's fabulous.
At the Palace in Miami, another party is underway. This time to celebrate Valentine's Day.
How are you today?
Great.
Wonderful.
I got flowers. It's a bouquet. It's just beautiful.
Oh, isn't that
And you'll
nice?
never guess who sent it.
I would guess. I'm sure it was from Mike. He's very sweet and thoughtful, I'm sure.
Jackie's dinner companions, Mike and Margaret, found love at the Palace.
It's wonderful when you can find a little compatibility with another person.
Yes, Margaret tells me I'm very sweet. She tells me I'm very handsome.
Do you have a brother for me?
You need a brother, you know.
I wish I did.
And you know, now my best friends are here.
Yes.
Like retirement homes across America, at the Palace, women make up 70% of residents. But some men are still beating the odds.
David is 103 years old. He's
an
fabulous.
outstanding painter.
Well-educated, handsome, intelligent, wonderful. Right? And a little hard of hearing.
But for Jackie, the party's also a time for reflection.
That's my husband. I miss him terribly, and it would have been a much more wonderful Valentine's if he were here. But this is life, and time moves on, and trying to make the best of things. Yeah.
After a sumptuous dinner, a three-string quartet are entertaining the retirees in the Palace's private theatre.
Well, that's wonderful. Are you going into the theater?
No, I don't think so.
Why? It's wonderful.
I'm trying to finish the book for the book club. I love the book.
Oh,
Go ahead.
thank you. Oh, is that gorgeous? Wow. I can't even count how many friends I've met here. Like Margaret and Mike. We've become friends. They're lovely. I have dinner with them quite often, and it's wonderful.
Yes, good stuff. It is nice, isn't it? I like the
Look
daffodils.
at all the daffodils.
Yeah, they're
And the statue.
Absolutely. I'm careful. You all right?
Don't fall out.
Yeah.
At Danny House in Sussex, romance is also in the air.
Okay, Pat.
Oh,
Wowee,
look
said.
at that.
Wow.
They do say the way to a man's heart is his stomach.
Oh, that's good. The whole thing's just lovely.
And on the menu today, locally bred fillet steak from just a mile away.
If you came to Danny, you could have meals like this every day. When do you think you'll make a decision? You should make a decision pretty soon, shouldn't you?
I should.
The living room is as big as your living room, Anisha.
Yeah.
And you could make one of those little rooms into a space for your computer.
I think, my love, there's plenty of space there.
There is.
And I've always said, look, you know, I have to think of this, I have to think of that. We do need to set a time frame.
Yeah,
I do promise I'll get things sorted out.
You'll get things sorted out, that's good.
Off we go, rock and roll.
Well, you'll be back soon, no doubt.
I will.
Here you are. I got your wheelie, John.
After John's 4-day visit to the retirement home, he's heading back to his house in Surrey.
See you later. Good girl.
But the question is, when he returns next time, will it be as a visitor or a resident?
All right. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, my pet. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Drive very carefully.
I shall vanish into the sunset.
Bye-bye. Safe journey.
See you soon.
See you very soon.
Bye.
I mean, I think it would be really, really lovely if he did come here, because I think it'd be good for him and good for me. So he probably will come. I hope he will. It'd be lovely.
In Miami, Jackie's on a day away from the palace, enjoying some family time with her daughter and son-in-law.
Oh, is this beautiful or what?
I know, right?
Now that I've traveled the world, the palace is my home.
It is.
And I'm happy there.
And now Jackie must return home to the palace for an urgent date.
Guess what's going on tonight? Bingo!
You gave me $5, right?
Despite Jackie's high roller surroundings, she's playing with her fellow retirees for surprisingly low rolling stakes.
$35. We start at 7:15 on the dot, and if I don't, they get upset. They take it so serious. Everyone ready? B1.
37.
G46. O64. Bingo!
How come he gets bingo every week?
I know.
Every time. I've made some wonderful friends here. We didn't promise you could win. We only promised you'd have a good time. I'm happy here. It's very elegant, but it's the people that live here that really make it a home. And it's a wonderful place to live.
Bingo!
I didn't even win one.
None of us won.
I lost $5.